Hello, welcome everybody to another live stream. I hope you're having a great day. We have some Rocket League ahead of us, but even more than that, there is an announcement. If you saw the title, you probably realized that. And I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch, so you can see on the screen right at the top left there. Follow me at AskPat13, same name on Twitch. The account's live now, and I'm going to be streaming there later today, so you're not going to want to miss it after this stream ends. It's not going to be a very long stream today. We're going to do a 1v1 Rocket League show match, and maybe play a little bit of Rocket League as well. But after that, we're going to get right into a stream on Twitch. So here on YouTube, I, talk Rocket League Esports, and I stream Rocket League. And I want to keep it that way, but when I stream other games or just whatever I feel like streaming that day, I'm also going to stream on Twitch. So this should just be more content for you guys, what you want to watch. Let me know if you enjoyed. Oh, I just realized I can't see chat. One moment. There we go. I missed chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Funi, Igor, Sean, welcome. But yeah, like I was saying, we're gonna hop over and do there's a game called Lethal Company that I'm gonna be trying out for the first time, so hope you like it. Igor, great question. Can I play today? Unfortunately, we have a 1v1 lined up, and that might be the only show match. But maybe we'll do a second one. It depends. But it depends on how many viewers, because I kind of want a bunch of you guys to transfer over to the Twitch stream right when we get started. Obviously, up to you. But we'll collect viewers and see where we're at after the show match. So let me grab the players. In fact, I'm actually not sure if Ahmed is online. It was supposed to be Ahmed versus Funi. Let me double check. Oh, well, Twisted, we're not. If you're on, yeah, I saw your Discord message. We're not starting with Lethal Company. We are starting with some Rocket League. Where is Ahmed? I don't know if he's online. Can someone maybe check if Ahmed is available for the show match? Perhaps he's not available. Igor, I mean, you could totally play if the people who are supposed to be playing aren't available. You were the 5th person to sub on Twitch. Well, I appreciate it, Igor. I appreciate it. We are at... I should probably just track Twitch follows today if that's what my goal is. I think I will do that. Yeah, we're at 5 followers. I appreciate it, Igor. I appreciate it. Let me update my OBS. We're gonna say follower goal, I guess. Let me change this. Actually, I want to keep that up, but let me add a new thing. Follower goal. I think the goal is today is to get 25 follows. I don't think we will get there, but you never know. This is probably too much information on the screen, but that's okay. Here, let me update this as well to align to the right. Boom. There we go. We got both goals going at once, folks. You were 3rd, Ra. As Sean says, no, I was. 1v1 me then. You would rather 1v1 Hussein than 1v1 Igor. Is Hussein online? I'd rather get into the Rocket League sooner rather than later. In fact, let me quickly hop over. Welcome, by the way, any new viewers. I'll also have to be repeating this announcement, but I'm going to be streaming on Twitch as well. We're going to be doing a 1v1 show match, though, so don't go anywhere. Let me grab... let me change the view. Here we go. We're going to be getting into the Rocket League action. Oh, that's going to be hard to read. Here, let me change this up. Let me put this at the top. Well, it's still hard to read. Darn it. Oh, well. But how about I make my thing bigger? There we go. Let's do that. And then maybe this can go here. We'll just hide that. We'll do there. Follow me at Aspat there. There we go. And then follow our goal. Well, it's just gonna be hard to read no matter where it is, so I'll just leave it right at the top here. Maybe not at the top. You know what? We don't need the follower goal. We don't need it. We don't need that. The goal is just to get followers, so no real number required. All right, folks. So, I've probably been distracted, but we're going to be doing some Rocket League show matches today. Before we hop over to the Twitch stream, I will be streaming on Twitch later today. Actually, right after this stream, we're just going to hop straight over. But in the meantime, first up, we're going to do what we love here on this channel, some Rocket League show matches. Right now, I need an opponent for Funi. In fact, we might as well do a 2v2 at this point. We might as well do a 2v2. Let's do a 2v2. So let's get some people that want to play. Is there anybody else that wants to play? We have Igor, Ishan, and Funi. If any other viewers are online, let me know if you want to play in the show match. Tree Post. Welcome, welcome, Tree Post. I'll throw you in as well. Udake, do I have the Lightning McQueen car? I do not have the Lightning McQueen car. I've been avoiding buying things from Epic with the upcoming trading removal. Which, speaking of that, I have a plan for tomorrow's stream. It'll be a trading related stream right before the end. We'll see if I get to it. It'll be a dual stream if I do, so I'll stream here and on Twitch. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, Funi does have the Lightning McQueen card. Alright, we have all the players, so let me figure out what would be a good 2v2. It would be Twisted Tide. Maybe Twisted Tide and Tree Post versus Gore and Funi. People good with that? Trade stream? I mean, we're gonna do a trade stream. Yeah, I guess I don't. Well, I'll leave the specifics to be disclosed. But yes, we're gonna do some kind of trade stream. Yes. Alrighty. Let me know your team names. I always forget server preferences. Well, yeah, great point, Igor. I'm gonna ask in the game chat about what server preferences people have. Oh, is it both EU and both NA? We can alternate. We can alternate servers. Twisted Post. All right. Twisted Post. Twisted Post versus Funny Blokes. Alright, Funny Blokes. Let me add that in. Funny Blokes versus Twisted Post. That's a tongue twister that I'm going to mess up at some point. Definitely gonna mess up at some point. Well, welcome Jam TSAA. Well, you know what? If you want to see my blueprints, might as well. Whatever, we were at the end of trading here. I don't usually trade on stream, but we're getting to the end of things, so if you really want something, I might as well give people if they want something. What you looking for in particular, Mr. Jam? We're gonna get into the show match very shortly here, so you gotta be quick about it, or I'm just gonna hop into the show match. You're looking for the Komodo? I don't think I have Komodo. Is it exotic, or is it... Am I on the wrong... Wouldn't that be import? What? Alright, well. I don't have it, so, I checked for you. Alrighty. Got just one of the exotic cards. No worries. I don't have it, though. Alright, folks. Let's get into the private match. Not going to start off on Champions Field. We'll do... Wait, what was the map that people really liked? It was Manfield Night, right? Or was it DFH? No, it was Manfield Night, I think. Alright, Jam, sorry I couldn't help you. But if you stick around, we're going to be watching some Rocket League show matches. Let's start on NA and just alternate. And then let me get these team names going. So it is... Gotta remind myself. Twisted Post. Twisted Post. Versus... Funny Blokes. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Alright, folks, so reminder, if you are a new viewer or a returning viewer for that matter, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. It's a big announcement stream following this, so definitely check that out if you're interested in yes, this will be a trick test. Are you interested in me, just, you know, in my personality, or are you more interested in the Rocket League content? And it's perfectly fine if you're just here for the Rocket League. That's why I'm going to keep YouTube focused on the Rocket League, but if you're interested in a little bit more than that, check out the Twitch. I'll be streaming there later today. We just had a big drop in viewers, presumably because of the players, but here we are into it. Twisted Tide starting off strong with goal number 1. Achronic didn't retire, Trouble. But thanks, welcome to the chat. Unless I missed something, he is just taking a split off, which can be risky, but I don't think it's by choice. I think he just didn't find a team, or well, it is by choice, but it's because he didn't find a team that he felt was good enough for his talents. But I don't think he's retired unless anything's changed, like recently. How are you, Trouble Fonseca, in the chat? I'm actually planning on putting out a video about the whole Liquid thing soon. So I make Rocket League RLCS videos. You might know that if you're here in this channel. But I make RLCS videos, so if you want to hear about my take on the whole Liquid leaving the scene and all that, definitely check out. That'll be my next video sometime in the next week. Sorry, my bad. Well, no worries. I mean, I see how you can be concerned. And that is actually the big concern, is that if he takes a split off, we've seen pros, you know, take a split off and then never make it back to the top. We've also seen pros take a split off and rise right back to the top. So Beast Mode, he took a split off, and he's still at the top of the scene. Who else? Exotic? Exotic took a split off. In fact, Exotic took 2 splits off, and he made it back. In fact, he made it back higher than he was when he took off. He took off before he became a player on Carmine Core. Liquid didn't have the money. They do have the money. Liquid having money was not the problem, for the record, Trouble. Money was not the problem. The problem was they couldn't find a team that they thought was good enough to make enough money to be worth the price, if that makes sense. So the team they had last season made them money. But they lost 2 of those players, not because they couldn't pay them, but because those players wanted to move on to a different team. It happens a lot in Rocket League. The players just want to move on, as we nearly get a goal, and we will. Fooney tying this right up at 1 apiece. Anyway, but no, I can see why you might be confused, though, because they specifically mentioned that they wouldn't make a profit if they stayed in Rocket League. So I get what you're saying. But it's only because they didn't have... They said if you're not, like, making it far in lands at RLCS Worlds and at the majors, you don't make money. Like, you only make money if you're making top 8 at lands. And so, if they didn't think they had a land-worthy roster, it wasn't worth it for them to stay in it. But no, I get what you're saying. I mean, yeah. They definitely could afford one, though. They just didn't want to burn money away. Another goal here, this time on the side of Twisted Post, and it is Tree Post putting it in the net. A 1-goal lead here, 3 minutes to go. A lot of time still in the cards here for these players. Welcome, Control XD. And you know what? I'll just repeat it here. We got some returning viewers, some new viewers. I'm going to be streaming later today on Twitch, so you can check me out at twitch.tv/AskPat13. If you follow me there, I'll be doing streams that aren't just Rocket League. So I'm going to keep this channel here on YouTube all about Rocket League and Rocket League Esports. But if you want to watch me play some other games, check me out on Twitch. I'll be streaming there later today following this stream. But yeah, welcome back, Control. Trouble says, I watch Rocket League tournaments mainly for Achronic, and now that he's not playing, I don't think they'll be the same. Well, if you are just a fan of Achronic, yeah, I hate to break it to you, but you're right. I mean, it won't be the same for you. Twisted Tide, another nice goal. You know what you might want to do, Trouble? I have no idea if Achronic's going to do this, but a lot of pros watch party RLCS if they're streamers. I don't know how. I know Achronic streams, but I don't know how much he streams. If you're lucky, maybe he'll stream and like watch party the RLCS, and then that way you're just watching him and his, you know, viewership of the RLCS, and maybe that way it'd be fun. I have no idea if he's gonna do that though, but maybe if you're lucky, he'll stream it. He could also be a team stream in the closed qualifiers. You never know. Pros know each other, and they might pick him to be their broadcaster. You never know. You're Portuguese? Gotcha. You watch his streams? Well, you know, then you'll find out if he watch parties, because you know a lot of pros, like, that is a thing that happens. They'll watch party the RLCS, so maybe you'll get lucky there in that way. You can also find a new player to be a fan of. One of Achronic's former teammates, perhaps, as Funi gets goal number 2. You know, they're down a couple goals here, but they're not out. They're not out with the minute 57. And I do think Funny Blokes can make a comeback here. You never know for sure. We'll have to see if they can get the job done. Here we go, though. 2 goals down, a minute 56 to go. Let's see if he can make a difference. Twisted Tide putting it central. Trying to extend this lead to 3 as it's a dangerous position, but Igor makes the save. Funi makes a second touch, but it just goes middle and miss after miss, but this one works out. It's a pass for Igor. Igor, though, can't make great contact, and yeah, my goodness, not a lot to be done. Trouble says you're in a Discord, and he said he was going to college this year. Well, quite a few maybe not quite a few, but some pros have been in college and played RLCS. I think most notably Lion Blazes. That's a goal for Twisted Tide. Make it 5-2. So there are a bunch of bubble pros and one like RLCS pro, at least one, that have played in the CRL and gone to college. So if if Achronic, slip of the mind there, if Achronic wants to do that, that works out. And you know what? There's no better time to focus on school than when he's taking a split off. So might as well. But you can do both at the same time. It's just a big time commitment. Well, wait, yeah, so if you're in a Discord with him, I mean, did you hear more information? Did he say he's retiring? Because I don't think he's retiring, and I think he wants to come back. Funi gets goal number 3. You know what? Every time this game, I think it slipped away, Funi makes it close again, and there are 51 seconds. I mean, they could score another 2 goals. You never know for sure. Welcome, Mr. Rapidsy. Welcome to the chat. Trouble saying it's hard to combine both things. It is hard. I think Lion Blaze never got to the level of RLCS they did after they went to college play. I think Lion Blaze definitely took a step down. But it's hard to attribute that. Was it college or not? I don't think it was. But he definitely had a step down after he went and started playing CRL. As that's a nice goal from Igor. And you know what? We do have a game, folks. It's a one goal difference. Mr. Rapidsy, great question. How do you start a Twitch stream? Well, the same way you start a YouTube stream, you use a broadcasting software and you input your information and then you stream. And there's these things called stream keys if you want to do it like a, you know, old-fashioned way without logging in on OBS or anything else. I use OBS, Open Broadcasting Software, to stream. Otherwise, you can also just log in on OBS to your Twitch. That's a miss from Twisted Tide. He could have gotten the win. Instead, it's a runaway goal for Funi, and it's another goal by Trevos. My goodness, what an ending to this game. Both teams making critical mistakes, but Treepost and the side of Twisted Poster made the worst of them. They miss an open net, they get an own goal, and we have a tie game with 14 seconds to go. Tie game with 14 seconds to go. My goodness. Oh, and it's a win for Igor. And oh my gosh, Twisted Posts, they're crumbling to pieces here. Somehow, some way, Funny Blokes have come back from down 2 goals in the final minute to up a goal with 8 seconds to go. Igor and Funi have the ice. They have the ice here, folks, as they take a 1-goal lead, rather. And with 7 seconds to go, all they have to do is hold on to their lead. But Treepost, he wants to make it interesting. He puts it central, but no one is there. Can he keep the ball alive? He does, but Funi pats it downfield. Twisted Tide has to make a touch. He does, but it hits the dirt. Funny Blokes take game 1 in stunning fashion. A late score puts them on top. Mistake after mistake from Twisted Post, and they crumble here in game 1. My goodness. Now, we're going to have to change servers, but folks, my goodness. What an ending to that game. And the worst part of all is Igor and Funi are going to have server advantage in the next match. That was on US East. Now we're moving to Europe where they have the advantage. They have the advantage here. I mean, my goodness. We've taken away what Twisted Post had going their way. They had the server advantage. Now, they're going to be struggling here. All right, Mr. Rapidzy, how do you join the show matches? Well, I believe you've been on stream before, but I'll repeat it, you know, for you and any other new viewers. The way you join the show match is just by asking to play and then either joining my Discord, where I coordinate sometimes in advance of the streams. Today, we coordinated one in advance and it didn't line up, but that's all right. If you also want to get in on the show matches, you know, you can subscribe to my channel or follow me on Twitch, and that way you'll be notified when I go live. That's probably the #1 way. If you know when I'm live, you're more likely to get into these, because I do often pull from viewers. And the chat that's a nice goal there. But yeah, if you want to play in the next one, I don't know if we'll do another one, to be blunt. Maybe we'll do one more show match. I'm not sure though. We might do one more show match. You're not allowed to get in Discord. No worries. Well, Mr. Rapidzy, I think I mentioned this to you in particular. The tournament, that might be more of an issue for you, the tournament. But for regular run-of-the-mill show matches like this, you can just join in by being in my chat. So check out the chat. And you know what? One thing I'm advertising today for any returning or new viewers is I'm starting to stream on Twitch. So obviously we're here on YouTube as Funi makes it too. Funny Blokes are running away with this game. They are running away with it. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch for the foreseeable future. So I'll be doing dual streams here on YouTube and on Twitch. Today I'm streaming on YouTube, and then I'm going to hop over to Twitch later today. So if you want to check that out, if you want to see not just my Rocket League content, but when I play other games, consider following me on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. Obviously, I love your support here, though, and if you want to see more Rocket League and Rocket League Esports content, stick around here on YouTube. That's a really nice save from Treepost, and this game was starting to run away from them, so if Treepost can keep it to just 2 goals down, he'll keep his team alive. And you like to see it, especially after a miss from Funi. Treepost has to put this middle. He can't do it. Twisted Tide can't make contact either, and we remain 2 goals the better for Funny Blokes. They get away with one there. Funi had a terrible miss, and it almost cost his team. Instead, they keep the score sheet clean, and in fact, may get goal number 3. They do. Funi sinks it home, and we have a massive lead for Funny Blokes. Funny Blokes taking this one away. Jay asking how to join Showmatch. But Ashpat, want a 1v1? Well, I appreciate it, Mr. Rapidzy, but I'm actually not doing 1v1s right now. We're just going to do show matches, and we might only do 1 or 2 before I hop over. I'm going to be playing a new game called Lethal Company on my Twitch. So if you're interested in checking out a new game, it's a team survival game that's kind of somewhat, not like quite horror, but like a suspense survival game where you play with other people in proximity chat, and I'm going to be playing with people in my Discord. So if you want to check that out, follow me on Twitch. I'll be live streaming right after this stream ends. But don't go anywhere. We're still doing some Rocket League on stream right now. So if you're only interested in the Rocket League, not to worry. This channel is the place to be, as Funi makes a brilliant save, and we stay at 3 goals the better. Twisted Tide and Treepost are struggling mightily in this game, and if they can't make a comeback here in the final 3 minutes, they're going to be down 2-0, and they could go on match point, but you know what? They don't want to see that happen, and Treepost gets goal number 1 for the side of Twisted Post, and they're still alive, but hopes are slim. 3 minutes is a lot of time, but they really are struggling this game, and I don't know if I see them tying things up here, even with all this time on the clock. We'll have to see what they can do. Welcome, Suspect, by the way, to the chat. Welcome, Jay. Hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. It's been a wonderful show match so far. A really exciting finish to game number 1. Igor and Funi made a massive comeback, and I think that served them well in game 2. They got off to a nice start, but you know what? They're slowing down, and if they concede another goal here, it'll truly be slow down. But no, a brilliant save from Funi keeps them at 2 goals the better, and they may make it 3 here. A counterattack from Igor, 15 in with Twisted. No, can't make contact on the save. Treepost rather, keeping his team alive, and
Now he's going to put this down the field. Fooney, an own goal. No, not quite over the top, but a risky play. And it's going to see the ball go the way of Twisted. Actually, not quite. Twisted doesn't turn on the ball. Fooney gets a free shot on net. He puts it on target. No! A miss off the crossbar. He needed to put that one in. Instead, his teammate can see the other way. But no, he makes a brilliant save. Keeping this 2 goals to better. But, you know, the more and more time ticks off the clock, the more sketchy this gets for Twisted and Tree Post. They have to score. They have to make a difference here. Dancing on the goal line, but they keep the ball away. This has been a close one. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Suspect? I'm doing great, Suspect. Thanks for asking. I hope you're having a great Saturday as well. We got some exciting Rocket League action, and then I'm going to be trying out a fun new game. I'm really excited about starting up the Twitch channel. Please, by the way, if you're a new viewer, consider following me on Twitch. I'm going to be playing other games besides just Rocket League. So if you're interested, check it out. But with that in mind, Twisted Tide gonna keep this 1 goal down, and what a better time to do it. I mean, he's got a minute 30 to go. I said 3 minutes to go. They have to score 2 goals. And you know what? He takes exactly half that time, puts in a goal, and this game is still alive for Twisted Post. They've struggled here in the early moments of this game, but they take it back. They go step by step, goal by goal, and they may tie this game off the kickoff. Oh, not quite. But still, it's been a much better game here after the opening minute, I'd say. They played much cleaner Rocket League. In the next 3 as though they might concede here. No, a brilliant save from Tree Post. Really highlighting what I'm getting at. Their defense has stepped it up. I think they're playing better on both sides of the pitch. Igor and Fooney, they're starting to fumble the bag here, especially if they let another goal in. We'll have to see if they can stand strong on their own defensive line, or maybe get goal number 4, not to be another save, this time from Tree Post, as Twisted Post are being the better on defense, but it all falls to pieces with 53 seconds to go. Igor slams one home, gets past the wall that was Twisted Tide, and my goodness, we've had another close one, but it might very well be match point for Funny Blokes unless Twisted Post can change things up, make something happen here. Make the magic happen in the final 51 seconds. Let's find out what they can do. Welcome, Edwin. Welcome, Edwin. I hope you're doing great. We're going to do at least one more show match. I do think we'll do one more. So we'll try and get you in the next one, Edwin. I think we've got another person in the chat that wanted to play. Remind me if you're interested in playing in the chat. Mystic as well wants to play. All right, we'll get quite a few people in. Jay as well. Maybe we'll do a 3v3. As we get another goal, we do! This time, it's Fooney, and he makes it 5-2. It's going to be, after all the suspense, all the hype on the side of Twisted Post, it's going to be another dominant victory from the side of Funny Blokes, and they may very well take this series in a sweep unless we see something change here. Twisted Tide and Tree Post are struggling on the defensive end, and they had a strong 3.5 minutes where they didn't let anything in. But it all falls to pieces with 2 late goals. Maybe make it 3 from Fooney. Is it to be? It's on target. No, it's a pass. Igor, is that one on target? No, can't quite make it their 6th goal, but still a brilliant game from them. And it really begs the question, can Twisted Post take a game? And I'm going to start a poll in the chat. Can Twisted Post take a game? Let me know your thoughts. I'm not sure. It could go either way. This could very well be a sweep, though. So let me know with your vote in the fan poll. So vote in the poll, let me know your thoughts, and it very well could go either way. I think the best advantage for Twisted Post is we're going to be playing on NA servers next. So a little bit of an advantage as we move back to their home turf. And they're going to have to rely on everything. They're going to have to put it all together here and really like take the advantages where they can find them. Otherwise, they're going to struggle. Funny Blokes could easily make this a sweep. And chat split. We've got it 50-50 either way. Some people think they will take a game here. Others people think they won't. And we'll have to see if they can do it. Fans of both teams in the chat. Edwin J, Mystic Suspect, indeed. That looks like it'll be that. And Rapid Z. Yep, so that's 5. Here we go, though. Tree Post on the backboard, hitting it down the field. Igor, it goes by him. Fooney on the sidewall, can't make contact either. And Tree Post, he's going to have to put a brilliant shot on that. He can't get past the defender, indeed, not to be Fooney. A risky catch off the back wall, but you know what? Flip reset, my goodness. He thinks he can do it all, but it costs him. He kind of gives the ball away to the opponents, and they will score. Tree Post scores off the really unnecessary carry from Funi. He took it across his own backboard and dribbled it in the air. And yeah, he got the flip reset, but he didn't get... It wasn't a flip reset, but he didn't get enough of a pop on the ball. And it cost him. I mean, it wasn't a mistake to go for the flip reset, but the mistake was not properly getting a pop on the ball. And it cost his team. They're down a goal, and they're in the server disadvantage. You know what? He doesn't stop, though. You know, you miss all the shots you don't take, and Funi goes for another flip reset. He doesn't be phased in the slightest, but although he's not phased, it's not working in his favor. It's another bit of a flub on the flip reset, and they concede the other way. A counterattack goal, this time going the way of Tree Post, and you know what? This is exactly what Twisted Post need to come back in the series. A nice early lead. All you have to do is keep the pressure, hold on to their lead, and they can win this game and keep the series alive. Meanwhile, Funny Blokes, it's just 2 goals. They're only down a couple. Double flip reset from Tripos. He is failing it, but no, unfortunately, they couldn't finish the other way. And if Moody got a picture, it would have been a risky down the other way. He actually does get a nice arrow dribble, though. Tripos has to make a save, and he does. But Igor, it's an open net. Finish from Igor, he does. Makes it 1 goal down, and Twisted Post, they have the lead, but they can't get comfortable. Funny Blokes are easily enough to come back into this, and if you're not careful, you could see yourself in a tie game here, and it's only 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. So truly, I mean, Twisted Post, it could be right back down to square one if they're not careful. Let's see how the rest of this game develops. We got a spam for We Love Funi in the chat. Funi and Igor, they got the belief in them in the chat, and maybe a winner in the fan vote, but actually no, it's still tied 50-50. We got people believing it either way, but it might very well be a sweep if Igor keeps getting saves like that. Brilliance on the goal line. They're going to have to score one down the other way, though. A nice demo from Funi in the corner, and Treepost hits it central. Is that on target? It is! Treepost makes it 3-1. He makes it 3-1, and yeah, you like to think there that it could have been the moment for Funi and Igor. They could have had a breakaway, could have tied the game up. Nope. Instead, a whiff on the goal line, and it costs them. They're down 3-1. And this game could very well go Twisted Post way, but you know where they have to succeed to make that a reality? The kickoffs. If you struggle on the kickoffs, it could easily be a tie game scenario. Nearly gets a goal to make it 1 down from Funi, but nope. Instead, Igor's going to have to make a good touch on the ball. He puts it towards one, but no, save by Treepost. Now Funi's the one making the save on the goal line. In fact, he actually gets it past one defender. If he gets it past 2, it'll be a goal. Can he do it? No. Twisted tie. Nice, solid contact on the ball. We remain 2 goals ahead. Our Twisted Post, but it's been a close one here. It's been a big close one. We'll have to see another save. This time goes to the sidewall. You know, we have some new viewers, so I'm going to take the time to mention, if you're enjoying the stream, if you like my content, if you're a returning viewer, please consider subscribing, or not subscribing, sorry, following me on Twitch. I'm starting up a Twitch channel. I will be streaming on Twitch later today, right after this stream, a new game called Lethal Company. If you like my content and you're interested in watching other games besides Rocket League, check me out on Twitch. I'm going to keep this channel all about Rocket League and Rocket League Esports as Twisted Tie makes it 4-1. The show matches will continue to reside here on YouTube, but if you want to catch me streaming all kinds of games and all kinds of stuff, check me out on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it if you gave me a follow. Here we go, though. 4-1. And you know what? It's been a pretty dominant one here on the side of Twisted Post. And it does look like they're going to take this game. There's about half the game to go, though. So it could be too soon. But, you know, I think it is safe to say as Tripos gets goal number 5, that we're looking at a continuation of the series here going into game number 4. Igor and Funi, they've had their shining moments. But this game has had few and far between of them. It's been a struggle. We'll have to see how they can do here. It's certainly not over. In fact, as far as I'm going to leave my Twitch in the chat so you can check it out that way. It's also in the description. There we go. It's another nice chance here for Funi and Igor, and if they don't sink this one, they're going to be in trouble, and they don't. Igor, though, another shot, another save, this time from Tree Post. Both players combining, and with a minute 40 to go, I think we're more likely to get a Brazil here than a win on the side of Funny Blokes. But who knows, maybe they turn things around. Let's find out. Puts it central, Funi off the backboard, hitting it towards the middle of the field. but Igor actually hits it backwards. Fooney couldn't make contact, and now he's forced to make a pre-jump save. He goes over the ball. Fooney and the ball on his hood gets into the corner, but that was a risky scenario, and as the time dwindles away, this game is looking more and more over. They can't get anything done, and that's going to cost them here in the final moments. If they don't get 4 goals in the next minute, it's game over, and yeah, it is looking like a victory here. On the side of Twisted Post, let me know your thoughts. I mean, 50-50 believed in them, and they will, in fact, take a game here. Let me know, what do you think their odds are to take the series? Is it a reverse sweep possible? That's going to be the next poll. Let me know if you believe in the reverse sweep. I mean, it very well could be, but you never know for sure. But reverse sweeps are tough. They are very tough here. So, is there a reverse sweep in the cards? New poll, up and running. Let me know if reverse sweep is in the cards. So, we have 2 votes for the yes. People believe in it. Jay, meanwhile, saying no. He doesn't believe in it. Fooney, putting it central. A nice go-ahead goal at the end. Or not go-ahead, but a nice goal. A goal at the end would be nice for the momentum, nice for the morale. Instead, it may be Twisted Tide getting that morale goal. No, not to be. But Tripos, if he keeps this ball up, he's got an opportunity for the morale goal I mentioned. Air dribble, going for an air dribble bump. I saw that. I saw that. Twisted Tide's rather keeping the ball up, but it will hit the dirt. And that is the game. Twisted Post can keep their series hopes alive and take a game. They take a game. SWAT, we're going to have another show match after this, and you can check out that one. Not this one, but you can join the very next show match for sure. As we move on to European servers for game number 4. Early lead for Funny Blokes. They take the first 2 games, but now they drop one. And let me know if you believe a reverse sweep's in the cards. It's another 50-50 votes. The fans in the chat are split on opinion. It could go either way, and I think that's accurate. I think it definitely could go either way. Twitch does not work for me, says Control. No worries, Control. But if you ever do have a Twitch account, I think you probably need one to follow me. So just make a new one or whatever. I mean, you don't have to, but I'd appreciate it if you follow it. You know, no worries if you don't. You don't have to. You can obviously just watch it. I don't even think you have to log in to watch, although it's probably better for you if you did log in. I don't know all the benefits you get. I assume it's a better viewing experience. Either way, it doesn't matter too much. But for any new viewers wondering what I'm talking about, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch later today. So if you're interested in watching me on Twitch, I will play games other than Rocket League on there. Although I also will have some Rocket League streams there as well. If you're interested, check it out. Follow me on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. But that said, if you just enjoyed the Rocket League and RLCS stuff, you're more than welcome to stick around here on YouTube. I'll continue streaming and talking about Rocket League and Rocket League Esports. You moved in time to the future, says Edwin. It's happening. Good luck, dude. What do you mean by that? Can I play as well? Suspect, you are already locked in, Suspects. Do I play Fortnite? Control, I probably will do a Fortnite stream on Twitch just because it has been popularly demanded on my Discord. So, yes. I don't play Fortnite a lot, but I definitely will play it on Twitch just because it's a popular demand game right now on my Discord. Honestly, I think the only games people have asked for besides Rocket League are Fortnite and Lethal Company, which I'm about to play today. That's a goal for Fooney. You know what? They struggled in the last game. I mean, 5-1. Big struggle. But Twisted Tide lets one in here, and you know what? There's a chance. There is a chance that this could be the series done and dusted if Funny Blokes can hold on to their lead and take the victory here. Very well could happen. Fortnite event in 3 hours. Well, I'm not going to stream Fortnite today, but in the future, for sure, we'll stream Fortnite. Reverse sweep still possible, but Tripos and Twisted Tide, they're going to have to score at least 2 goals now, and double committing like that is not going to help. In fact, it might leave their net open. Fooney just going to air dribble this one in, and no, he misses it off the post. Fooney had an open net pretty much, and he couldn't put it in, and that might cost them if they lose by a goal here. If it's a close game, you're going to look to those moments, look to those goals, as this time it's Tripos with the miss, and he actually gets a bump on Fooney, though, to make up for it. Twisted Tie puts it to the sidewall. If he grabs the boost, gets the ball, he's got an opportunity to race down the field. Instead, Igor makes contact and gives Fooney a chance on the net. Is that on target? It is! Fooney makes it 2-0. He wants this series to end 3-1. He wants it to be over nice and simple right now. Control, if Funny Blokes win, we're going to do one more best of 5 show match. Mr. 10, welcome, Mr. 10 to the stream. We're doing this and then one other Rocket League show match, and then we're going to try out a new game on Twitch. So if you haven't followed me there, I'm starting up a Twitch channel. You can follow me at twitch.tv/AskPat13. Link is pinned. Oh, it's another goal from Twisted Tide. He doesn't want it to end right here. He doesn't want the series to be over. He wants to make it one more game, force a game 5 as he forces this goal in, 50 it twice over Igor. But yeah, folks, after the second series today, we will be streaming on Twitch, so check that out if you're interested in watching me play other games. I'll be playing Fortnite, I'll be playing Lethal Company is what we're playing today. Whatever game, you know, strikes my fancy if I feel like playing it, so check it out. I also will obviously be playing some Rocket League. The times I stream here on YouTube will remain unchanged, so do not worry, I'm still streaming here on YouTube as well. I'm just also going to be streaming on Twitch other games if I'm not playing Rocket League. Here we go, Tree Post puts it to the corner, and actually puts it middle. Igor forced into the corner here. What can he do? Tree Post off the sidewall, Twisted Tide, no, can't make contact. Now it's Igor racing down the field, putting it on target, but it's a save from Tree Post into the center of the field. They're going to have to make save after save here and then get a goal. There's 2 minutes to go for Twisted Tide and Tree Post, but they have to make the comeback here or their series is over. Their life in this show match is ended. That's a pass middle, but no one there to follow, and Igor should have an easy clear. No, he doesn't go there quick enough. Tree Post races for the 50. Is it another 50? No, not to be. Tree Post and Twisted Tide. They're keeping the offensive pressure, but they're struggling to get that final shot on net. That good look on target shot hasn't been there for them so far. Twisted Tide, the legend in the chat. We got fans of Fooney in the chat. We got fans of Twisted Tide. Who will come out victorious? Hard to say. We've got 57% of the chat believing in the reverse sweep. 43% saying no. We'll have to see how it ends here as Twisted Tide trying to make it, you know, a reality as he puts it in the middle. Tree Post into the shot on net. He goes for the bump. He gets it, but he misses. He gets the bump, but he misses the net. That could have been tie game instead. Fooney and Igor keep their hopes a 3-1 victory alive, and Tree Post and Twisted Tide have to race for another goal. It's central, it's mid, it flies past the net, but no goal, no shot, no hope for Twisted Post unless they get another look on net. And you know what, they very well as Twisted Tide puts this in the corner. Him and Tree Post, they are combined, in an open net, but no finish for Twisted Tide. Hope after hope, chance after chance squandered as Twisted Post, they need this goal here in the final 30 seconds or they're going to be kicking themselves, and they get it. Twisted Tide off the pass from Tree Post puts it in the net. 27 seconds remain, and they found their hole, they found their opening, and they made the most of it. No open net miss now. They keep their hopes alive here with 27 seconds to go. Goal in goal territory. One team will emerge victorious. Will it be Game 5 forced by Twisted Post, or will Funny Blokes take this series into their own hands and win 3-1? Let's find out. 19 seconds here, or we will see an overtime. Igor into the corner. He puts it central on the backboard. This time Fooney puts it middle, down the field. Time is ticking away, and unless we see a miracle here from Tree Post, we will have overtime. He puts it over one. No, Fooney makes contact. In fact, is going to give Igor a chance at this ball. Will it bounce off the sidewall? It does, but it hits the dirt, and we have overtime in game number 4. Twisted Post, they need this win or their series hopes are dead. They lose this series 3-1. Maybe off the kickoff here a chance, but a save from Tree Post. Fooney, another on-shot target, not quite, but he's going to get the double tap. No, a miss on the double tap opportunity. It would have ended the game. Instead, Igor has to make a double tap of his own, but no, it's another miss. Twisted Tide now, boost and ball. Can he make the most of it? The ball flies a bit too far away from him and actually gets a nice 50 with Fooney. Somehow keeping this alive, puts it central, but no, his teammate isn't quite there for a shot. Tree Post, though, will make contact, but no, it's a pinch the other way. An open net, no, an own goal, but not quite to be nearly an own goal there for the side in blue, but they managed just by the skin of their teeth get lucky there that it didn't go in. And they may get a counterattack here after I think all the players on the pitch may have believed what I believe, which is that ball was going in. But no, it doesn't. And a minute here now into overtime, we still have a deadlock. Welcome, Matt Gamer M5. Welcome, everyone in the chat. I hope you're excited for this overtime finish to game number 4. Reminder, folks, if Twisted Post lose this game, their series is over, and it's a victory for Funny Blokes. But if they win this game, and maybe they will, it's a Matt Central victory. Twisted Post force game 5. Champions Field is happening, folks. We're going all the way the distance, game 5, and we'll have to have one more game to separate these two teams. One more game, folks. One more game to determine who will emerge victorious. Will it be Twisted Post or will it be Funny Blokes? They both had their dominant moments. They both had their struggles. But Twisted Post, they get the goal when they need it most. They keep their hopes alive, and it wouldn't just be a series win. It would be a reverse sweep victory, a rarity on this stream. And a few teams have come to this point, but few have finished the job and gotten the Game 5 victory. We're going to have to see if they can get the job done this time around, or will they struggle? Let's find out here. Another thing to know, not only are we now going to be playing on Champions Field, I think I went the wrong way, but we're also going to be going back to NAE servers. That's an advantage for Twisted Post, but Funny Blokes did win on NAE before, so it's certainly not over. Let's see what the players are saying. Yeah, they are they are excited, just as excited as we are. I mean, this has been an exciting match. Indeed, deja vu. This is similar. We've had a reverse sweep potential just last stream, and it got crushed at the final moment. Will this be our first reverse sweep in like weeks, or will Funny Blokes get the job done, finish it, even though it took an extra 2 games? Will they get their series victory in Game 5? Let's find out here. Funi, Igor, Tripos, and Twisted tied for all the marbles. Game number 5. Let's find out who will emerge victorious, who will win the first show match of the day. Let's find out. I missed a bunch of chat, so I'm going to quickly recap that. SWAT27, yes, you are into the next game. And Matt Gamer, we're going to have one more show match after this, and you certainly could be in the next game. I think we only have 5. It depends on if someone who was here at the very beginning of the stream is still in. Matt Gamer, I think. Or no, that's you. Well, there's someone else that was here earlier. As Funi gets an early goal with a moist goal explosion. I think that's a new goal explosion for Funi. I don't recall. They might have changed up their decals. That's a nice one there. A nice goal. And you know what? It puts his team on top at a really nice moment to do so. I think taking the early lead matters so much in game number 5. It changes the way you play the game. It changes the way your opponent plays the game, and it makes them rush. It makes them make mistakes, and especially if you can expand that lead. But no, Funi can't put it on target. Now Igor has to race back, or it might just be a tie game. Tripos trying to make that a reality, gets demoed for his trouble. Funi getting it done on both ends of the pitch. Now waiting for the boost to respawn. Igor forced to go reach for the ball. He doesn't make contact in Tripos. Now it's his turn. Air dribble, could he put it on target? Not quite to be. But yeah, folks, he'll try and get as many people in as possible. Jamal, yeah, Jamal's been here for a while. Mystic has been here for a while. Mystic's definitely in. Jamal is in. I think there's too many people, Matt. I think he came in too late. As Igor races in for goal number 2. Twice the lead, twice the difficulty for Twisted Post to make their comeback happen. Igor putting his team on his back with a solo goal there. Funi got goal number 1. Igor got goal number 2. They combine here for a pretty big lead. Yeah, there's 4 minutes on the clock. Yes, we've seen comebacks from both these teams, but still, Twisted Tide and Tripos, and of all the games to have to make a 2-goal comeback, this is one you're going to struggle, and it's nearly a goal, but no! The demo misses, the buff misses, and he makes the save. Igor, brilliant on the goal line. Funi, a chance the other way, but no, the ball gets by him, and if Tripos can race back the ball, he's got a shot on target. It's a pass actually middle for the other player. Tripos, no. Twisted Tie not there either. Nothing to be done, and unfortunately, it's going to cost him there. Edwin, yeah, I believe Edwin's in as well. Sorry, Matt Gamer. But welcome, XPXZY. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Reverse sweep chance lower indeed. Welcome Hussein. We got a lot of viewers in the chat, folks. I hope you're enjoying this show match. We have one more to follow after this, so don't go anywhere. But if you want to see a stream later today with me, but playing a different game, my first stream with a different game, check out my Twitch. The link is pinned. This Tripos gets a goal. I'm distracted talking to the chat, and Tripos, he does not have such distractions. He gets the double tap finish off his teammate's first touch, puts it in the net, and we have a game here, folks. There's half the game to go, and they're just down 1 goal. Twisted Post, not out of it yet. They want to make this game interesting. They want to keep Game 5 close and maybe send us to an overtime, just like game number 4. Let's see if they can make it happen. Sorry, XPXZY, I was mentioning this earlier. I think we're full for the next show match. Unfortunately, we're full for the next show match, but we'll try and get you in next stream. And speaking of that, we're going to do one more show match, and then I'm going to transfer over to Twitch, where I will be streaming a different game, a game called Lethal Company. It's a survival, like a team-based survival kind of suspense game, and it sounds like a lot of fun. It has a proximity-based voice chat, and I'm going to be playing with people in my server. As Twisted Tie ties this game up. The emotion in my voice there, I didn't say the words, though. He does tie this game, and what a better time to do it. 2 minutes to go. That's enough time to take a lead, make a name for yourself. You don't need overtime to win this game. You can win it here in regulation as he ties up the game. And what a game, folks. Yeah, folks, after this one, if you want to keep watching me, we're going to do one more show match, and then we're going to switch over to Twitch, where I'll be streaming the game called, what's it called? It's, whatever I said before. It's a new game, the suspense survival game. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll be playing with people in my Discord, so if you want to check that out, follow me on Twitch. In fact, I'll be streaming Twitch other games besides Rocket League. So if you like my content, you think you'd enjoy watching other stuff besides, you know, Rocket League, check me out on Twitch. I say subscribe, I meant follow. Just follow me on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. Here we go, though. It's a minute 30 to go. I'm going to focus up because, folks, yeah, Lethal Company. Thanks for the reminder, Jay. But, folks, this one is going to be an exciting end to the game. We already know it. Tie game, a minute 30 to go. We're not quite golden goal territory, but the more time dribbles off the clock, the more the goal, if you score it, will matter. And as we all know, a score in the final 10, 5, or at 0 seconds itself is the sealer of the game. A score with about a minute to go can be as well, and it will be a goal for Tripos. We're gonna have to find out, is that the winner? Is that the series winner, the game winner, the ender of this series, or will Funi and Igor fight their way back into things? Funny Blokes have an opportunity here. A minute and 8 seconds is more than enough time, especially if they get a clean kickoff. Instead, though, they don't get a clean kickoff. The ball is going the other way. It might be a goal. Is it? Twisted Tie can't make contact. Tripos not there either, but Igor hits it too fast, and Tripos pings it off the goal. Based on gets it in the goal based off the ping off the sidewall. Igor, he didn't need to hit it with such speed, with such force, and it costs him. They're down 2 goals with 57 seconds to go. That may be the dagger. That may be the victory. We're going to have to find out if Igor and Twisted Tide, what do they have in them? Do they have the grit? Do they have the determination to make a 2-goal comeback under a minute? Or is this the victory for Twisted Post? Have they pulled it all together in the final moment and had our first reverse sweep in weeks on this stream? A rarity for a reason, a difficult task to win 3 games in a row when you're down 2 games in the series, but Twisted Post may very well have done it as a more and more time burns away. 25 seconds remain, and if he doesn't get a goal here, which he doesn't, it may be a 3-goal lead. Funi forced to make a save. Does he? He does. But with 17 seconds, the save may not matter. They have to score with time on the clock, and time, precious time, is running out. 8 seconds remain, and Igor has no boost, has no ball, and that's going to be the game. Twisted Post take the reverse sweep victory. Our first on the stream in perhaps weeks, maybe even a month. An unbelievable finish as Twisted Post get the job done. Congratulations. 62% of the fan vote was correct, believing in the reverse sweep. It was indeed in the cards. Nicely done from Twisted Post. Funny Blokes, they did their best, but they couldn't get the job done when it mattered the most. Unfortunately, not enough there. Tree Post, I don't think I'm gonna interview just for a show match, but you know what? We'll do a text, or you know what? Let's do an interview. Why not? I'm not gonna have a graphic for it, but we'll do an interview real quick. In the meantime, if you want to play, and I said you could play on stream, make sure to be joining my lobby in Rocket League in the meantime. We're definitely gonna get folks in here. So let me see. Who was gonna join again? Yeah, congratulations to Twisted Post. That was quite an incredible finish. Alright, I see both players. They might have been in a lobby this whole time, so let's quickly throw in these players. Folks, I didn't leave the match. Let me leave the match. In the meantime, folks, let's get them in for an interview. So, Twisted and Tree Post, how are you guys doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too.
So, how do you guys feel an exciting reverse sweep victory? How did it feel in the final game, in those final moments?
I had like butterflies in my stomach. It was crazy.
And how about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Especially after Thursday, where we almost pulled it off and then lost on the final second.
So, oh yeah, you were involved in the last reverse sweep attempt. Nearly got it done. What changed about the way you were playing this game to make the reverse sweep actually happen?
I'd probably say honestly just being more in sync with my teammate. I forgot who my teammate was last time, but I feel like me and Cheapost we 1v1'd each other in the tournament. We've played twos together. I feel like we just have better chemistry. So I think that just really helped us with our morale and everything.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense. And then a question for you, which that was twisted because I realized the chat can't see who's speaking. Tree Post, question for you: which game was the most challenging to emerge victorious from that, or what? Maybe it was one of the losses. Which game really gave you the most trouble?
Probably the first one. Like towards the end, we were kinda. I thought we were just getting unlucky, but it was tough to like figure out what was wrong. And then bounce back from that.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, makes sense. It is difficult to bounce back, and especially a loss on North American server. Which, speaking of that'll be my next question. So, Twisted, you guys managed to win on European servers in Game 4, and not only that, but you were obviously your opponents were on match point, and it went to overtime. So, with all that in mind, the overtime win on opposing servers on match point where you could lose. How did you guys get the job done in that overtime?
To be honest, I just think at that point it wasn't really what we were doing, it was what they weren't doing. I felt like Fooney was just kind of getting tilted and going for touches and saves that he shouldn't have, and then leaving Igor back in 1v2s. But then he would actually hit a goal, and then he'd gain his confidence, but then he'd do the same thing again. So I think we were just out. I think our morale was just more stable than theirs, and then I think that's what really helped us the most.
Gotcha. Now, yeah, morale, a massive factor, especially heading into that Game 5. I think if you had won by a bunch of goals in Game 4, it might not have been as impactful. I think winning on overtime probably maybe the worst mental state to head into a Game 5 for your opponents, I mean. And actually, so that's my question. Did that lift you up? Did that overtime victory help you out in Game 5? I think you guys... you actually took a early deficit in Game 5, but how did you feel heading into that game, and what happened to cause you guys to go down a goal or two in Game 5?
Honestly, I just think it was nerves at that point. I feel like we were confident coming off of a win on EU, and we knew for Game 5 we had this region advantage. So I think we maybe just came in a little bit too overconfident that we were just playing a lot better. But I feel like after giving up those first two goals, we just came back to earth and started playing like we did those last two games.
I also want to add like the going down 2 goals and then coming back up really pushed our confidence up. Like if it was just like they scored 1, we scored 1, they scored 1, we scored 1, I don't think we would have as much confidence. into game 5.
Gotcha. No, makes sense. All right, I really appreciate it, guys. So one last thing, each of you, I guess we can start with Tree Post. If you know anyone you want to shout out or anything you want to say to the chat.
I'll shout out Valkyrie. I love playing with him. He's one of my friends. And you for hosting these matches.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. How about you, Twisted?
Shout out to everyone who is rooting for us in chat. Shout out to you for just, making all this possible for the show matches and everything. Really actually excited for the Lethal Company stream later. I think that'll be really fun. And shout out to Funi, who's currently spamming my DMs yelling at me.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys. It's funny because when we do these interviews, usually it's in the middle of the tournament, but there's nothing to wish you luck in. So congratulations on the win. Hope you guys have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
All right, folks. That was our interview. We're gonna get right into the next one. Don't worry, folks. I saw all your questions. I was kind of distracted by the interview. No one else can get in, unfortunately. I know Perspective was asking. I know Hussein was asking. It is full. Control probably asking as well. Sorry, folks. It is full, but we'll try and get you in next time. That won't be today, but there are future streams. And if you're enjoying the content and you want to be in Showmatch in the future, consider subscribing. I'm going to continue to host show matches on this channel. And by subscribing to my YouTube channel, that's the #1 way to get into show matches because you'll constantly be watching my streams. You'll be notified if you hit the bell when I go live, all that. Yeah. So I really appreciate it. I said, yeah. All that good stuff. So I really appreciate it if you do. And that's the #1 way. Also joining the Discord, probably the #2 way. To get into show matches. All right. We have ranks in the chat, so I have to figure out teams. That's the next big difficulty here, is figuring out teams. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're missing. What is McDonald's on fire? Jamal in the chat. Can you let me know what your rank is? Jamal, otherwise it goes by McDonald's. What's your rank? Yeah, you guys can add me. I'm AskPat13 on Epic. Obviously, you're not going to get into this one, but, that'll help you get into the next one easier. Diamond 2. All right, so we have a Diamond 2. All right. I think what we're going to do is... Yeah. Sus, Mystic. All right, there we go. Wait, you're not GC1? That changes things. Well, that does change things. Wait. You lied to me, Suspect. No, I'm kidding. Suspect typed the wrong rank, though. So we're going to have to change up the teams. That's not quite balanced. It's going to have to be... We'll do... names. Pick team names, folks. Sorry, I've been distracted. That's probably going to lose viewers. But, folks, we're going to get into the next show match very shortly, or they just have to pick team names. And then I'll probably get logos based on the names. So, it's going to be interesting teams here. You need a good duos partner, says Funny. Yeah, you'd always use a good one. Oh, Jay is the one that told me the wrong ranks. Unfortunate. The Swatters? Alright. So we have the Swatters versus ... Sure. Or is Jay on the same team as SWAT? Nope. All right, those are the names. Those are the names. I don't know what I'm gonna call ... But let me get some images for this real quick. All right, I think we're gonna get some funny images for this. Give me a minute though. And then I need an image for ... I'm not even sure what to do. Okay, wait, I actually found the perfect image. I found the perfect image. You guys are gonna love the logo for ... Alright, what servers? You guys are gonna love this logo. I think you're gonna love this logo. I find it hilarious anyway, myself. EU, NA East. Alright, we've got a mix. Teams are balanced. Alright, we've got a mix. We might have to go back and forth. Wait, what's unbalanced about the teams? Alright. Wait a minute. I was told the wrong ranks. Josh, Jay, you were the one that said he was GC. Don't lie. Don't lie. All right. Sorry. We're losing viewers, folks. We got to get back into the show match here. Let's get back into it. All right. Doesn't really matter. Let's start on a different map. Let's do Beckwith Park Midnight. All right. Here we go. This is... Let me make sure I got the team names right. I do. All right. Here we go. All right, Matt Gamer. Sorry, no, we're full. I was figuring out who was on whose team in the lobby. The lobby was already full. All right, folks. We're getting into our second show match of the day. It is the Swatters versus Dots. And I gave Dots a logo I find funny. There's a food, a candy called Dots. Well, players are taking a while to load into the lobby. I'm kind of confused about where everyone is. Hello? Alright, there we go. Jay took too long. I think people forgot what team they were on. I told people to remember what team you were on. And people forgot. But that's alright. We're here. We're ready for it. We're into the game. And it nearly an early lead for the side in blue, but I think, unfortunately for them, it didn't quite go the way they hoped that would. Meanwhile, though, on the other side of thing, the Swatters, the Swatters is putting up a nice defense in the beginning. Dots putting on the pressure, but it didn't really relate to any good shots on net. It is central, though. There's a chance now for the Swatters to have a shot on net. Instead, Dots have a nice save there. So, Carolina Silva. Welcome to the chat. It took me a minute to get your name, sorry. Carolina Silva, unfortunately, this is not a password lobby. This is a private match because we are doing a show match, a best of 5 series. So you can't join this one, Carolina. But maybe you'll join next time. If you subscribe to my channel, if you follow the YouTube channel, or subscribe rather, you will be notified when I go live. I do show matches all the time. You can hop in a future one. Same for you, Matt. I know Matt Gamer really wanted to play. I apologize you couldn't get into this one. Seer, great question. The big announcement is I am streaming on Twitch now. So check out the big, not like right now, but I'm going to be streaming on Twitch moving forward when I play games that aren't Rocket League. So if you check out the pinned comment, you can follow me on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch later today a game called Lethal Company, which is a fun survival suspense game that you play with a group of 4 people where you're working together on a planet to basically survive. And you have to like send resources to your company or you will be or you could die or whatever. It's like a fun survival suspense game, and I'm going to be playing with people in the Discord. So if you want to be involved, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, and also check out my Discord. Links for both are in the description. My Twitch link is pinned. And like I said, right after this show match, this is the last show match of the day, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch for Lethal Company. So check that out if you're interested. Welcome, Strux, to the chat. Welcome. I appreciate it, Sierra. I appreciate it. Yep. So I'm still going to stream on YouTube. I'm not going anywhere. If you just like Rocket League and Rocket League Esports, not to worry. I'm going to be playing here, or still streaming here on YouTube. Is that goal number 2, this time from Jay. And the team in blue, Dots, has been dominating here in the early game. Maybe Dots will come out victorious. We're going to have to find out if they will. An early lead certainly is helpful. Half the game to go. So, Carolina, there is no password. I'm sorry, maybe you didn't hear me. Maybe you missed it. Carolina, there is no password. No password. If you don't speak English, I know that might be hard to understand. No password. So, private. It's a private match. Well, now that films me. I'm trying to make myself easier to understand. Sorry. No private match. Or, sorry, this is a private match. No password. As Suspect gets goal number 3. My goodness. Seer, yeah, this is the last show match of the day. Sorry. So, Seer, as you know, usually I stream for longer. It's only been about an hour. But that's because I'm streaming the last 3, or maybe not 3 hours, but the last couple, 2 to 3 hours today on Twitch. So, definitely check that out. So, Matt Gamer, you have to add me. I'm AskPat13 on Epic. There's way too many people to be adding, but you can add me. AskPat13 on Epic. Pretty simple to add me, and then I'll add you back. But you won't be playing today. Blisters, welcome. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean, can I come back? Mystic into the corner. Puts it to the sidewall. Jay to the middle. Puts it in, and Jay gets goal number 4. They are dominating this game. Dots has the Swatters on their back foot, and with a bump like that on Edwin, one of their best players, it's no wonder why they are dominating so far. It's unbalanced. Edwin, I'm not quite sure what the unbalanced quality is. I think the servers might come to play a role. Actually, Dots are the ones struggling on servers the most, so interesting. I'm not quite sure. Got an opportunity here. Edwin in the corner. Suspect puts it in, and he does. Middle, and it's in 5-0 now. The double triple commits aren't helping the side in orange, and we've had these complaints before. I'm probably not going to change up the teams. I think we're going to stick to the teams to the very end. We're going to have to see what can happen. It really isn't just mistakes. I mean, there's double commits, triple commits we're seeing. I think the players are the ones making the mistakes here, not necessarily a bad team balancing. Although it definitely could be. I have made imbalanced teams before. We're going to have to see if they're balanced. Blisters, you are not suspect. Where do I add you? Matt Gamer in the game of Rocket League. There's an option to add as Jay gets goal number 6. They are running away with this game. Running away with this game. Edwin's saying, I can't, it's unbalanced. Edwin, I don't know. I know what you're saying, and we'll see as this series progresses, but trust me, we've had players complain about unbalanced teams before and then win multiple games after the fact. So, just if you just play, you know, to your best ability and really play around your teammates is one way to say it. And don't worry so much about the skill of your teammates, and just play to try your best as possible. Crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened. And that doesn't mean the teams aren't unbalanced. They very well may be. But that doesn't mean that you can't win, you know? That sounds crazy. It may sound crazy, but I've seen teams that have less skill win because they play better as a team. And frankly, that could be the challenge. Think of it as a challenge, Edwin. You have got to figure out how to play around your two teammates to best, you know, emerge victorious. Dots, take game 1. And we're going to see how they can do in game 2. I think we're going to stay on EU servers because I actually believe we have a Mina player in this game. I guess we'll just stay on EU servers. Edwin's saying, I know, but Pat, what do you mean? Edwin, it's not a 1v3, even if you believe it is. Who's the other Mina? Suspect, are you Mina? Then we'll stay. Maybe it's Jay. It's Jay, isn't it? Okay, so, yeah, between Jay and SWAT, we have to stay. Well, Edwin, you can be carrying. I mean, you would be carrying, because Edwin, I think sometimes something you don't realize is you're one of the 2 highest ranked players in the lobby, so you have, and in your case you have the lowest ranked player on your team. Actually, no, wait, I actually put the lowest ranked player on the other team, so you can't even complain too much, but because the other team has the lowest ranked player, you have 2 of the middle end. Like, you're playing with a diamond, so, a couple diamonds, actually, 2 diamonds, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. You're playing with 2 diamonds, you know? Like, you should be carrying if you're playing with 2 diamonds. I don't know how else to say it. Oh, nearly a goal, but Suspect gets the save. And I know it's been challenging to get close lobbies, and we've had complaints about this before. But in this case, I still believe that playing with people of different skill levels, there's no problem with that. You, as a player, just have to. Well, now it's going to sound like I'm picking. I'm not meaning to pick on you, Edwin. You're not the only person. For the record, lots of people have mentioned this. But I truly believe that you can play around. If you're the better player, you have to play around your teammates. And you may be the best at scoring goals, but that doesn't mean you should be scoring goals. If your teammates overcommit and struggle on the rotation, you maybe should be the defensive player that has a defensive mindset. And maybe that's different than the way you usually play, and I can understand why that's not fun. And if it's not fun, you don't have to do that. You don't have to play these show matches. But you know, the way you want to win, the way you win is by adjusting your playstyle to match your teammates. And if they're lower skilled players, sometimes that's a pretty drastic adjustment. But we have seen it. We have seen teams that literally complained about not being balanced. We've seen them win games later on. You very well could win this game, although it will be a goal from Jay, but it took quite a bit longer. 3 minutes 19 left on the clock, and let's see what happens. In fact, that's easier said than done. You put me with 2 plats. Yeah, Funi, you're one of the people that complained about it. I feel like it's definitely playable. It really is. It really is. The issue is making sure it's balanced despite that. And in this case, so here's the thing. It's hard to say when things are imbalanced because, in my opinion, and I mean, you can disagree with me here because I guess this is an opinion thing, there is a more than like there's a non-zero chance that a team is balanced, but still loses by a lot of goals. And that could be because they just don't work together, the three of them as a team. But that doesn't mean it wasn't balanced. That just means that the three of them can't play around each other for whatever reason. It could be a playstyle issue. But that doesn't mean it was a balance issue. And in this case, if no one is lying about their ranks, which I know in this particular instance, nobody is, then this is balanced. Here we go, another goal for Jay, and it's starting to be a runaway, but I think if you're the side of Swatters, you have to look at how you started this game. When they started this game, they had a minute and like 45 seconds of solid play, and they didn't let any goals in. Edwin, don't say that, Edwin. That's not something to joke about. Don't say that, Edwin. It's looking like a sweep, but I wouldn't give up on the Swatters. I think if they really can put their rotation together, they can emerge victorious here. That, unfortunately, a miss results in a score for Mystic. That time an overcommit from Swat and Jay. Can't get back to it. Whoa, first super chat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Of all the times. Well, thank you, Fooney. £5. Well, I really appreciate it, Fooney. Thank you so much. Fooney with the first super chat ever. I don't even think he left a message. Oh, his message was first super chat. I see. I see. I was like, does it just tell me it's the first super chat? Well, I really appreciate it, Fooney. Thank you so much for the first super chat of our stream ever. So thank you so much, Fooney. £5. That's like $6 American or more. I don't even. It's a lot. So I appreciate it, Fooney. Yeah, everyone, can we get some, like, pogs in the chat for Fooney's donation? This is the first time I can say that. I feel like weird saying that. But, you know, I know a bunch of you don't have the emoji, but there's, like, a pat pog emoji. Just spam pog in the chat for the donation as SWAT. Finally a goal. It will not be a perfect sweep. There is a goal on the side. This time, off the pass from Edwin, SWAT puts it in the net. Nicely done. Fooney is spamming for his own donation. I appreciate it, Fooney. I appreciate it. Here, let me do my own. Let me do my own. Because I have them. 1 second. There we go. Pat Pog spam. But yes. I very much appreciate it, Fooney. Thank you so much for the donation. That's probably going to be the biggest donation on stream for quite a while. We'll see how long it remains as such. Alright, suspect to the corner. Edwin putting it central. Can't quite get it done. I think another thing that goes unsaid that I definitely have to mention is another thing that goes unsaid is the players in blue have played together before. Mystic, Suspect, Jay. I mean, these players know each other. They've played together. The side of orange is all new. They have not played with each other, and I do think that makes a difference. I do think that makes a difference. Well, SWAT's played on the stream before. I don't believe he's played with Edwin, however. And interesting as it sounds, Suspect is the difference maker here. Him being Champ 1 really threw a wrench in my squad, you know, selections. And then Mystic being Champ 2 or 3 or whatever made it even worse. So it really was hard to balance. It would have been so much easier to balance if everyone's rank was exactly as Jay said it, because now there's just a lot more discrepancy. That's all right. We'll figure it out. But thank you so much, Fooney. It's your favorite emoji? Ah, the Pat Caster or whatever. Yep. Very nice. Pat Creepy. Do you think that's creepy? I used that in a video. Hopefully it's not creepy. Like in a multiple thumbnails as well. Pat Stare? I guess so. I guess I will have to do that. Another goal for Suspects? Not quite. 5-1 will be the difference here. The deciding final score. Unless we see a late skull. Jay pops ball, keep it alive. Edwin trying to put this one down. Can't quite do it. It actually stays alive. SWAT, maybe get a late goal. No, not to be. Dots take the victory in game 2. On their way to a sweep. On their way to a sweep. Pat stare. Very interesting. You're gonna... Edwin, stop saying that, man. Alright. I've got to coach you guys. So we're going to take a timeout for the Swatters, and I'm going to coach. Swatters, are you all listening? Swatters, if you're listening to the stream, hopefully, or I know Edwin is, pull yourself together. The game is not over. This series, I should say, is not over. What I'm looking at and I'm watching this game is rotation issues. Yes, some of these players are lower skilled than others, but it doesn't matter. 3 of you gotta work out a rotation no matter what it is. And maybe the higher skilled player play a little more defensive, but at the same time, double commits are killing you as well. And that means that you have to trust the lower skilled players. And yes, sometimes that means they will concede. But at the end of the day, if you don't have trust in your rotations, you're gonna lose by a lot more than you would have otherwise. So hopefully you guys get some trust in each other. Pull it together, because I know that you have at least a game in you. I know you do. I know you have a game in you. You guys can do it. Come down, Eversax. Come down, Mew. You guys got this. You know, just believe in each other. All right, let's see what happens. Maybe the coaching is the difference. End of the day, I'm better, while Suspects is saying he's just better. I wasn't kidding though. I think Suspect being better than I originally thought when I meant balance the teams actually did throw a wrench in things. It would be really hard to balance these 6 players. In teams of 3 is Mystic slams home goal number 1. And yeah, I think it's fair to say at this point there is a skill imbalance, but one thing I always will stand by is one game is never enough time to just make that call. I think one game could totally be a bunch of different things, and it doesn't matter if you lose by a Brazil. Team players that lose by Brazils in 1v1 come back and win the series. So I don't think you can just chalk it up and say, look at the scoreboard, we're clearly worse. But, you know, that's what a series is for, to differentiate. Are you clearly worse than the other team? And in this case, it may be the case, but I believe it. I said it and I believe it to be true. SWAT, Edwin, and JG239, they can come out on top here. They can take a game. I believe it. I mean it. I believe it. I believe in it. Edwin putting it down the field. Joshua not there. Suspect, though, he will put it into the corner. JG has to make contact, and he does. Putting it down the field. Edwin trying to race back. Can't quite do so. Cuts out SWAT there, but he does get to the ball. Into the corner now is Mystic. Gets it past 1. It's Central. SWAT slams it home. Tie game off the pass from Edwin. See what I'm talking about? The Swatters have our first tie game besides the 0-all start in this series, and I believe they can make the magic happen. Let's see how much they can do, how far they can go, if they can make it happen or not. We're gonna have to find out. Stop the count. Yeah, stop the count. Stop the count. Sweep. Wait, sweep. No, Funi. No. Stop the count for a win or an overtime at least forced by the Swatters. Edwin trying to take the lead. Oh, he almost does. He does. Yes, Edwin. The Swatters take the lead. Their first lead of the series. A brilliant goal from Edwin to put his team on top. And with 3 minutes, 28 seconds to go, that's a lot of time. They're going to have to hold on to this lead if they want to take a game and prevent the sweep. If they want to prevent this sweep, they've got to make a difference here. Get some stops on the defensive end. Make the magic happen, really. That's where it all boils down to, the magic here, as I say a lot. Let's see if they can do it. Mystic putting it central. Edwin there for the middle. Nope. This time it is a save away. Suspect, he puts this one central. Edwin a long way down the field. Yeah, it's been a close one on all sides. Central for Edwin, but no, not to be. In fact, SWAT has to race back and make a save. He does, and he nabs the boost, but the ball is going to go towards the other team. Edwin maybe could have turned on that. SWAT could have turned on that. Instead, forced to make a save. He does. SWAT pings it off the crossbar, keeps his team's hopes alive. They have the lead, but not for long. Jay finally ties this game up with about half the game to go. half the game to go, and unfortunately, all 3 players jumping at the save. Not to be. Not to be. Fooney in the chat asked Pat, serious question. What if you would one day, what would you do if one day your hat grew a pair of legs and a mouth and it stood up, looked me dead in the eye and said, this is Rocket League's Mystic, or Mystic gets goal number 3, and suddenly Edwin's team's down a goal and it's a bad time to be down 1. A miss from Swat, a miss from Edwin. They have half the game though. It's not over yet, but if the Swatters want to win this game, they're going to have to step it up. Welcome, Scarmy, to the chat. I hope you're having a good one. Welcome, Scarmy. Hopefully you're having a great day. But yeah, Fooney, I don't know how I would answer. I don't know what I would do. I would probably say, this is Rocket League, because you're saying it's a question. I would be, of course, like, this is Rocket League. Like, with more inflection, like, this is Rocket League. I don't know, something like that, maybe. What would you do, Fooney, if that happened to you? All right, a goal down are SWAT, Edwin, and JG, but they're not out of it. They aren't out of it, especially if they can get this ball out of their half. A nice touch there from Edwin. But that is kind of what I'm talking about. JG had a chance at the ball as JG does indeed tie this game off the pass from Edwin. You know, I can't complain with how it ended, but Edwin dove at that ball when JG maybe would have reached it. And it didn't end up being a double commit because I think JG knows Edwin's jumping for those balls. But that's kind of the rotational stuff I'm talking about. They did in that scenario, but they have to work out who's going for what ball. In that case, they know they do. They exactly work out who goes for what, and it works out in their favor. That time a double commit, so you see it's working both ways, in the positive and the negative. And this time the negative may be costing them a goal, but no, a nice save from Edwin keeps the score sheet tied up at 3 apiece. Please don't lose this. I'm going to lose my mind. You don't have that much time for lethal. Oh, sorry, Twisted Tide. Yeah. You probably, if you don't have a lot of time, you're probably going to want this series to end sooner rather than later. Welcome, Joanne Egan. Welcome to the chat. Unfortunately, Joanne, this is the last show match of the night. But if you want to play with me or on viewers' show matches in future Rocket League streams, consider subscribing to the stream. I stream every Thursday and Saturday. And if you're interested, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Here we go, 50 seconds. If no goals occur, we will have an overtime. And if the team in blue takes the victory, if Dots emerge victorious, that will be the series. It will be a sweep. On the other side, the Swatters trying to take a game, trying to prove that they have something in the tank, that they can make it happen. They can take a game here. 25 seconds about now. A chance for Jay. He passes it midward. Suspect to pass back, but no one is there. Another double commit. This time, SWAT and JG on the double committing end of things. Edwin forced to dive at the ball. He does with 0 boost, make a touch. But with 10 seconds left on the clock, it still is Blue's ball. JG forced to make it clear, and he does. Jay in the corner. J combining for 50. Edwin, can he make contact? Not quite. In fact, SWAT, the ball gets by him. Will it be? Stay up, but no, it hits the dirt. Luckily for the Swatters, they have overtime. And if they can win this overtime, they will force game number 4. JG flies in the ball. He does make contact. If he gets this by Mystic, which he does, he might have a chance at the net. It's a pass mid. Edwin is there. Yes. Puts it to the corner. SWAT now, 50 opportunity. Can't make contact. Edwin, the ball still in his opponent's corner, but he's forced to retreat now. JJ's chance. He has to make the save, but no, Sus can't make contact. Can't make the save. And Swatters get away with one there. That could have been a shot on target. That could have been the series over then and there. Instead, their opponents, Dots, are double committing left, right, and center, giving up these opportunities, not shooting on target, not, putting up threatening looks. But if Edwin, SWAT, and the Swatters keep double committing, that might cost him. This isn't a double commit though. It's a clean shot, but it's a cleaner save. Jay keeps his team alive, keeps the sweep alive, and with Edwin can't make a save. It will be a sweep, but no. Edwin does make contact. SWAT though can't make a great save. It ends up being a back pass for Edwin. Whether or not it was intended, it worked out that way. Now it's JG's turn. He booms this down the field. 2 players up. Jay makes a save, but it's not a great one. Suspect forced to make a second touch, which he does, but Edwin's going to get the ball here, and unless he has a great 50 with Jay, it should be finally Dot's ball, but no, not to be. A shot on target, a save, but no! SWAT puts it in! The Swatters take a game, keep their hopes alive as we see game number 4. An own goal, not quite, but not enough of a save. Mystic was there for the save, but he didn't make enough contact, and that's the game for Swatters. They keep their hopes alive. They keep this series alive, and we see game number 4. Yeah, sorry, Scarmy. Well, you'll have to play next time. But, Scarmy, if you want to play, there's a game called Lethal Company. I realized you missed the announcement. So the announcement this stream is that I'm going to be streaming on Twitch following the stream. You can follow me at twitch.tv/AskPat13. Same name as here on YouTube, and I have the link pinned. And if you want to follow me there, I'll be streaming other games besides Rocket League. So today it'll be a Lethal Company stream, but in the future I'll be streaming all kinds of games on there, including Fortnite, all kinds of other games, playing with viewers from my Discord. So if you want to check that out, consider following me on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. Yep, and in the future, I'll be dual streaming when it is Rocket League. So just so everyone's aware, because I know people are having questions about that, I will continue to stream Rocket League here on YouTube, but and when I do so, I will dual stream on Twitch and Rocket League. Not today, but in the future. But from today moving forward, if I'm streaming a game other than Rocket League, it'll just be on Twitch. I'll try and keep my YouTube to Rocket League only. So if you just like Rocket League, no worries, stick around here on YouTube. But if you want to watch other games that I play, check me out on Twitch. Rapid Z 1v1 with Funi. Funi is going to be playing Lethal Company, I believe, and it may very well be soon, unless if we see a reverse sweep really come out from Edwin, SWAT, and JG. I would love to see that, but I do think it's unlikely. It's definitely possible, though, and I mentioned this to Edwin, and I mentioned it to his whole team, that they have it within them to win these games, to keep this series alive, and I think they took that to heart. They won the last game there, and yeah, there were mistakes. Mistakes were made, but they played a lot cleaner. An example of clean Rocket League here, they narrowly take advantage of a mistake on the blue side. Dots overcommitting, missing on the ball, and it doesn't result in a goal, but at least they got a good look. Edwin and his company are playing very well as they take another lead. The Swatters lead just about a minute into game number 4. Folks, do you believe in the reverse sweep? I'm going to start up a poll. If you asked me this a game ago, I would have said maybe you're a bit crazy. But you know what? I was right. I told these players to believe in themselves in like a bit of a timeout type break situation. And you know what? It's working. I kind of feel bad. Maybe I shouldn't be coaching one of the two teams, leaving the other one high and dry. But they needed it. They needed it. And they have taken advantage of it, especially if they can keep this one clean. No, not quite. Can't get the save. Jay gets the goal. But it is much cleaner Rocket League from the Swatters. They are playing much better. So, question in the chat. Can the Swatters force a Game 5? I'm starting up a poll. Let me know your thoughts. Can they make Game 5 happen? Or will it be a 3-1 victory for Dots? Let me know your thoughts by voting in the poll. Right now, 100% of the fan vote is for no, as Suspect punctuates that fan vote with his second goal. He wants the series to end here and now. Edwin, JG, and SWAT are going to have to pull a rabbit out of their hat, get another goal here to keep things alive. They're going to have to do more if they want to emerge victorious here. Here we go, an opportunity now for SWAT. Funi, and, not Funi. For SWAT, Edwin, and, you know what? It works out for them. This time exactly it was. Edwin and SWAT combining for the second goal, and they keep this hope. They're hoping this series, they're hoping this game alive. JG gets to watch his two teammates keep his team, elevate them to a tie game scenario. 3 minutes, 24 seconds to go. And you know what? A majority of you guys are voting no, but one person voted yes, that they can force a Game 5, the Swatters. And I believe in it too. They have a tie game here. All they got to do is score one more goal, hold on to their lead, and we're looking at a Game 5 Champions Field finish for this series. And could you have ever imagined this after the way Edwin was acting after Game 1? He said this was over. He said he was carrying his teammates. It wasn't going to work out. But a little bit of change in your mentality, a little bit of change in your playstyle, and suddenly your hopes swing back the other way. You keep things going, and there's a chance here. There is a chance here. If they reverse sweep, you're gonna... No, guys, stop saying violent things about yourselves, folks. I know you're joking, but seriously, self-harm is not okay, And I know you're joking, but just in case anyone wasn't, I'm gonna take it serious. So don't say that stuff, JG a chance on net, a save from Mystic. And you know what? The fact that JG is getting looks at next, the fact that SWAT is scoring goals, getting assists, that should set Edwin at ease. I think his teammates have really stepped up here. He has as well, but his teammates are stepping up in these crucial moments in these final games. And with 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go, they certainly can get things done. Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Rapid Z, I forgot. You were the guy that says you're a pro. I forgot. Mr. Rapid Z, our resident pro of the channel. Welcome back, Mr. Rapid Z. Welcome back. I remember now. I forgot who you were for a second. Well, so you say you're RLCS, but the last time we spoke, you said you were a pro, but you did not play in RLCS. So what changed? I thought you said you didn't play in RLCS. Did you get in? The RLCS is in the off-season, so although in theory you could have become an RLCS player in the meantime, it would be kind of difficult without any RLCS matches live, you know? Booney is an RLCS player. Oh, I see what's happening now. Scarmy is saying you're not Booney, so you can't be an RLCS player. I see. No, Rapid Z is I mean, he said it on stream, and you have to believe everything you hear on the internet, so Rapid Z must be a pro. The internet is a very reliable source, I'll have you know. Edwin trying to take a lead here for his team. He can't quite do it, but with a minute to go, the Swatters are really showing their stuff. And I think this has really kind of proven my point that the skill, there may be a skill gap, but you can overcome it, especially if you just play like a team. You trust each other's rotations, and yeah, there will be mistakes. There will be, you know, messy situations, but if you have trust in each other, you can overcome that. And that may sound crazy, but you'll make less mistakes if you let the 1 or 2 misses on defense go and don't double commit on scenarios where they would have made the save, depending on the skill. But in this case, we're talking about diamonds. There's definitely some value in letting the diamond make the save, letting them hold the defensive line, as JG maybe should have raced a little bit faster for this ball in the midfield. Instead, it's going to have to be an Edwin save. Nope, SWAT makes contact, suspect, but deny. It's on target. Edwin, a brilliant save. Edwin on the goal line, keeping this tied up, and we may see an overtime unless it's a late goal. No, not quite to be. Mystic lets that ball hit the dirt, and we have overtime in game number 4. Last overtime was won by the Swatters, and if they can win this one, they'll keep their hopes alive. You're moving into the next game. They may very well win this game, force a game 5. Keep things interesting. Let's find out what they can do here. The ball flies middle. A chance, another save. Now it's Mystic's turn, but no, he's met by JG. JG in the air, putting it towards the sidewall. Now it's SWAT's turn. SWAT in the corner. Edwin, see another bit of an overcommit there from Edwin. Following the ball a bit too closely. It may cost him on the defensive end, but no, Edwin makes a brilliant stop, and SWAT keeps his ball alive. It could be a race, a runaway goal. No, not quite runaway, but still a nice look there on the side of Swatters. You would have liked a little bit more offense, but you know what? It broke out of defense, and it's going to get a shot on target, but no, not quite on target, and Suspect was there for the save regardless. Edwin, SWAT, and JG are playing very well, but they're going to have to do a little bit better to get the final touch, or perhaps capitalize off the miss. JG can't race back, but that miss there from the side in blue could have been deadly, and it still may be as the ball races back the other way, but it's going to be a free ball for Edwin to clear it down the other way. A bit of a weird carry there into a pinch off the sidewall. SWAT, maybe a bit of a double commit, you know. Imperfect play here from the side in orange. Another miss from JG, but you know what? They don't need perfect play. They just need that one finishing touch before they let the other team score a goal. That's dangerous, though. That's deadly. Suspect down the middle. Gets it past one, but Edwin is there in the corner. And in fact, Edwin might be here off this 50. No, not quite. He left the ball for SWAT. Oh, 2 players have missed. Edwin, the last one to defend. He misses that time. They're going to have to make a save here. SWAT has to make a touch, and he does. SWAT, a brilliant save. A minute 50 to go, and they have to keep this ball out of their net, or they will lose the series. Suspect, now it's his turn. Shot after shot, peppering the net. Dots can't make the final touch, though. They can't get the ball in the back of the net. They can't win the series, and they may have to make some saves. Now the ball finally down the other way. JG and SWAT, another double commit, though, will leave their teammate vulnerable. Edwin has to make a brilliant play. He does. He gets it past 2. Mystic the last to beat, and he can't quite do so, but still brilliant plays from Edwin, from his team, the Swatters. They are keeping themselves in this game as we have half the game of Rocket League passed in overtime. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's see, is this the end? SWAT to put it in. It does! SWAT for the overtime winner for the second time this series. SWAT will not be stopped. And the Swatters have forced a game number 5. Champions Field in the cards after all. 57% of you said no. 57% of you in the fan vote were incorrect. We will have a game 5. The Swatters are playing out of their minds to force this all the way to Champions Field. We're going to have to remake for Champions Field, folks. What a series. Remake for Champs Field as my... goodness, has this been a great game. Well, Ashan, I'm going to still play, but if you can't make it, I'm sorry about that. No worries. Alrighty, let's go here into our next matchup. We're going to go into Champions Field. Folks, what a series. What a series. 1 minute timeout. Alright, Jay has called a timeout. Timeout. So we have a timeout here from the side that just made the loss. I mean, we have a game 7 scenario, folks. What a way. What a way, or sorry, game 5 rather. But what a way for this to go. I'm going to quickly throw up the full screen face cam for a little bit, folks. How in the world are we at this scenario? I'm going to update things. We got to 540 subscribers. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. We've hit our goal, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. On the flip side, we're also having a follower goal on Twitch. So if you're watching the stream and you want to watch more of my content when I play games besides Rocket League, or if you prefer Twitch's UI, you can follow me over on Twitch. I'm going to start dual streaming Rocket League over on Twitch and stream other things besides Rocket League on Twitch. And we are up to 8. Nope, make that 7. We're up to 7 followers on Twitch. So thank you so much to everyone that's followed over there. I'm going to be streaming on there after this. This is the last game. So after this, we're going to be getting right into a different game. All right, it's been a minute. Oh, everyone ready? Apparently someone left. I don't want to start the game if people have left. Everybody ready? Alrighty. Good luck, have fun. Whew, here we go, folks. Easy, you won 10-0. Mr. Rapidsy, who did you beat 10-0? Here we go, folks, for all the marbles. This is an unbelievable finish to what's been a fantastic series. Dots versus the Swatters. Did anyone expect that we'd be here, folks? Game 5. Who do you got? Who do you think is going to emerge victorious? Will it be the reverse sweep, or will it be a victory for Dots? Welcome, Invincible. The announcement is I'm going to be streaming on Twitch after this stream, my first Twitch stream, so if you want to check it out, follow me on Twitch. The link is pinned. Here we go, though. An early start to this game. Not quite to be, though. A save there, as both teams, they're starting off strong here. We got some nice offense, some nice defense. It's going to have to be a save from Edwin, though. Will he get there? He does. The Swatters keeping their hopes alive for the reverse sweep. Mystic and company, though, they're trying to prevent a reverse sweep as they nearly got a goal there, but they missed it. An open net missed, and Edwin and company are going to be happy about that. The Swatters thanking their lucky stars that they're still tied up in this game. And another double commit. The double commit's continuing, and, I saw it in the chat. And I don't want to talk about team drama, but I think if you were to talk about the drama, SWAT has been the one over-committing more often than not, and JG noticed it as well. JG said something. He said, SWAT, you got to be looking out for where your teammates are. As SWAT, another, that time, triple commit from the defenders, and they're going to have to work on that. But you know what? I think they've developed. They definitely, although they're still doing it, they had way more over-commits, double, triple commits in the first game. Yep, Invincible cheering on Mystic with an X, and Invincible, they had this series under wraps. They were up 2-0, and they have dropped the ball, lost 2 overtimes in a row. They've lost 2 overtimes in a row to force this. Oh, Hedge, you and Twisted are all busy. Well, I mean, I'm still gonna do it, Booney. I'm still gonna play on Twitch, but you guys might have to play another time then. But I'm still gonna stream on Twitch, so don't worry about it. You guys will have to play another time. Here we go, an opportunity for the defenders. But no, we stay at 0-all, and what a game 5. I forgot to start the poll. Let me start the poll really quickly here. Who wins? Who wins? ... or the Swatters? Alright, poll has started. Let me know your thoughts, folks. Just over half the game to go. Let me know who you think's gonna who you think's gonna emerge victorious. Right now, 100% of the vote on the side of Dots. But Dots, you know, again, they've had their good moments, but they've had 2 overtimes in a row, and they have lost both of them. Of the 2 teams, the Swatters are the hotter team right now. This situation notwithstanding as they nearly concede, but Edwin, the amazing stop, gets the save, and we stay tied at 0-0. Half the game is gone. The longest we've gone without a goal, I do believe. These teams, besides an overtime rather, that overtime was quite a long time without a goal. These 2 teams remain deadlocked, and you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for this low-scoring affair. It really feels like the dam is going to break with the first goal, but the longer that first goal takes, the lower scoring this game will be. And if you're on the side of Swatters, I think it favors you for it to be a low-scoring game. They've struggled a bit more if you account for all 4 previous games. They struggle more on the offense. They have only won in overtime. They have not won in regulation. If they were going to win in regulation, it would be with a game like this low-scoring affair. Let's see if they can make it happen. SWAT in the corner, can't keep offensive pressure, but you know what? His team is set up well for the defense. Especially if they're demoing the defenders in the midfield. That's a double commit, though. SWAT and Jay both jump at that ball and both miss it, meaning Edwin's forced into a defensive posture. Let's see what he can accomplish here. Not a lot. Kind of forced to wait for his teammates to back off, and you know what? It works out for the ball. Is hit right his way, and he manages to make a great touch, and he might make another great touch. No! It's a dunk from the side in blue, but Dots can't finish the job. Jay flying out of the net. Mystic doesn't commit. And with a minute left in the game, we are still tied 0-0. We are slowly approaching golden goal territory. 1 goal could be all that matters, and Mystic will score that goal. If it is the final goal of the game, of the series, it will go the way of Dots. Now, all they have to do is hold on for 58 seconds, and they will win this series. They will prevent the reverse sweep. Edwin and company, though, they have not given up. The Swatters are still in this game. 1 goal is all it takes to force overtime. Can they get it done in this final 50 seconds? Let's find out. Mystic going for a double tap. Not a lot to do, but Jay nearly gets a dunk goal. No, can't quite do it. And now Edwin's pushed the ball down the other way. There's only 1 defender. Mystic has to make contact. He does, but Edwin is there for a follow-up 50. But no, the ball snakes by him. Mystic, it's an open net, but he made this way more complicated than it had to be, and he misses the double tap. He had an open net finish, but he made it a challenging shot, and indeed, he's going to give SWAT a chance at this ball. Not quite suspect is there, but still, dangerous times if you're on the side of Dots. You could have had a 2-goal lead. Instead, we're going to enter the final 15 seconds with an open net potential. It's floating in the net. SWAT just has to put it in, but no, he can't do it. 10 seconds remain, and SWAT couldn't put it in. It's a pass to JG, though. 5 seconds remain. It's on target. It's on target, but saved by Mystic, and Mystic may have won the series. Will the ball hit dirt? It does. Mystic wins it for Dots in the final moment. The save of the game, the save of the series, and Dots emerge victorious, but the Swatters put up what a valiant effort. I want to thank all 6 players. Thank you all guys so much for playing. I really appreciate it. Dots won with 50% of the fan vote there. The Swatters really made people believe. I mean, we went from an overwhelming vote for Dots to a 50-50 there at the end, so congratulations, Dots. You guys got the job done, but I want to thank all 6 players for an absolutely fantastic series. What a series, folks. What a series. And we're definitely going to do an interview here. I wish I had set up for an interview, but we'll just do a quick interview. So, we're going to interview... I just realized this was interview. I hate a clothes hanger. All right, folks. We're going to quickly do an interview for the winners here, and then we're going to switch over to Twitch. Sorry, Twisted. I know you want to go quick, but I don't think we'll go quick this time. All right. Um, that was Dots, which was, I'm trying to remember. Well, if you hop into Discord, we'll throw you in. I see Hussein Jr. I believe that's Suspect. Let me throw him in. Well, wherever you just Suspect, real quick. Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Suspect? Is that you?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Awesome. Remind me, because what you're Suspect, right?
Yeah.
All right, these names in Discord confuse me at times. How do you feel after that victory? It was a close one in the end, a lot closer than maybe you would have liked, but how do you feel emerging victorious there in Game 5?
I feel good. It was intense.
Very intense indeed. Well, close one, but you guys really, pulled it together in the last game. What changed between the way you guys approached and perhaps, you ultimately lost those 2 overtimes in games 3 and 4 and that final minute in Game 5 where you scored with so little time on the clock? What was the difference in the way you approached those situations?
Well, in the other games, but the first 2, I don't know, we were all just doing the same thing constantly. Like, we were all next to each other. And then we kept repeating that same thing in the 2 games we lost. And I think they caught on. And they were just shooting from far and it was going in. Because, yeah, our rotations were pretty awful. But in the last game, they seemed a little bit better.
Yeah, good to hear. You guys definitely had some clean rotations last game. Speaking of rotations, did you notice anything about the rotations of your opponents? Because at least from my perspective, they were definitely adjusting. It got a lot better by the last few games.
I think the rotations were good, but I think they all had a lack of trust for each other because they would all jump for the same ball. We did a couple times, but every time the ball would get shot at the net, all 3 would jump. So it was the rotations were good though.
Yep, for sure. All right. Sorry, my voice is hoarse. I was really cheering at the end of that game there. And, I kind of like the exciting ending, but what would you have preferred? I'm assuming it would be sweet, but I want to hear it from you. Do you prefer when they put up a challenge like that, or would you have rather it have been a simple sweep?
I think a sweep's a bit boring. The more games of Rocket League, the better. I mean, I haven't been playing recently. I haven't played at all in nearly a week, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I like it going longer.
Gotcha. Sounds good. I agree. Good to hear. I guess last question, or more of a not so much question. Do you have anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to say? You guys had fans in the chat throughout the entire series. Would you have anything to say to your fans or anyone you want to shout out?
Oh yeah, I want to shout out Skarmy, Mystic, and Funi, and Hussein.
All right. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good one, Suspect.
You too, man.
All right, thanks for the interview, Suspect, and thanks everyone in the chat. I see we have Pulse MK. Do you know who Mr. Rapizy is? Well, Pulse MK, I do know who Mr. Rapizy is. He is the pro that graces my chat. I'm a big fan, says Skarmy. Indeed. All right, folks, so thank you guys so much for watching. I know we've got a lot of new viewers here, folks. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch after this stream ends, and it's going to be ending very shortly here. So, again, I want to thank all my viewers, returning, new. We reached our sub goal today, and we also are growing on Twitch, and that's where I'm headed next. So if you've enjoyed the stream, we're up to 9 followers on Twitch. Thank you to everyone following on Twitch. The link is pinned in the description. If you want to watch me when I stream things other than Rocket League, please consider going giving me a follow on Twitch. When I end the stream right now, which is about to happen, don't go anywhere. Just literally head over to my Twitch. I will be going live in less than 5 minutes. Well, we got another super chat in the chat. Thank you so much, Funi. I really do appreciate it. Another £2. Thank you, Funi. I really do appreciate it. We're up to almost $10 in equivalent because I'm thinking this is American dollars. Chat. So thank you so much for the super chats. Everybody, spam pogs in the chat for Funi. I really do appreciate it, Funi. Our first ever super chat, and then another one. It's a sticker. Indeed. Oh, it's a sticker. I see. Cool. I like the sticker. I really do appreciate it, Funi. Well, Pulse MK, or who also goes by Rapid Z. I mean, I'm sure someone fell for it, Mr. Pulse MK / Rapid Z, but I assure you that I didn't fall for it. I mean, maybe I did. I mean, I had no idea. How could I have known you weren't the real Pulse MK? I guess there's no way to know, huh? Unbelievable. You know what? Actually, I take it back. I think you're lying, Pulse, or Pulse MK. I think you're lying, MK, because Pulse MK, you just want to go incognito, but I think you made a mistake. You logged into your wrong account, and you're trying to pretend you're somebody else, but you're the real MK. We all know it. But anyway, I really do appreciate it, Foony. And so for anyone that wants to play with me in a game called Lethal Company, hop in a Discord call, and we'll try and coordinate with people to get into a lobby, and I'll start streaming on Twitch. So check me out on Twitch. Like I said, the stream may end here, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just streaming on Twitch. And if you really do enjoy my content, also consider subscribing here. I'm going to be streaming Rocket League still on YouTube. I'll be dual streaming, but whenever I stream anything that isn't Rocket League, it'll be on Twitch. So you're going to miss out if you don't follow me there as well. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. In the next 5 minutes, I will be on Twitch, so I would just head over to the twitch.tv/AskPat13. The link is pinned in the comment right now, pinned comment. I would head over there right now and just wait out, hang out for the next 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be live very shortly. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you everyone for watching, especially all the people commenting, Scarmy, Invincible, Foony, Ashawn, Mr. Rapid Z, everybody. In Suspect, I really do appreciate everyone. Edwin, thank you guys so much. And with that, I'll leave it. And the final thing then is thanks again, Foony, for multiple, donations. I mean, £5, £2. I really do appreciate it, Foony. Thank you so much. With that said, we're going to head over to Lethal Company. So follow me on Twitch. That's where I'll be streaming Lethal Company in just a few minutes. You're not going to want to miss it. See you guys then. Have a good one. See ya.